Here we go. We're starting the stream. Let me get this out here, out to the people. Let's see. Good to go. All right. So let's see. All right. One more. All right, so here we go. We've got Sweepy, aka Sweepy Man, aka Garrett, versus Prophetryu. This is Ryan. So let's see what they're playing. We've got Garrett playing Hydra, Criminal Syndicate, maybe. Do I see that? I don't know who these are. If they're looks like not Criminal Syndicate. And we have Braze, Zack, World Domination. That's cool. Mind Games. Some it's a little bit of spice here. I like it. And then we have let's see here, some shared models. We've got Cabal though. Cabal. I don't think I see anything else other than Cabal. All right. Any spice in here? Deception is pretty cool. Victory assured. I like that. That's cool. All right. That's so sweet. All right. Anyway, the roll. Did they clear their tray? Did they go? We have 3 for red and 2 for. We have 4 for blue. So blue. Let's see. That's Ryan has 1 priority, and so he's gonna pick Secures or Extracts. He's got Researcher, Hammers, Paranoia, Fisk, Gamma, Demons. I feel like they're both gonna, Demons, Intrusions, Fisk, Hammers, Paranoia, Scrolls. Very, like 2 out of 3 on both red and blue are both similar. So I think this is gonna be good because they both are gonna get something what they want, I would imagine. And they're both looking to have a fight. These are typically attrition based. These are attrition cards. Is usually you pick cards like these are similar to them. Demons, Hammers. Okay. I think we're going to see a couple of dazes if I had to guess. Like 1 or 2 maybe. Let's see here. We also have 18 or 19 threat. If it was me, I would just pick the higher threat because it's more interesting. It just like picking a higher threat means that the game is typically more complicated because there's more activations. And it's like usually more fun because you get to do more things. But obviously you pick 18 if you have a plan, or if you like 18, there's a certain threat levels that you like. Looks like they're playing 19 is based on the tab on that. Pretty convenient, I think, if they actually activate 19. That's awesome. We have Ryan is doing a good job of not hiding his list for us, so we can see. Oh, there we go. He's gonna get some advice. Now I can't see. All right, it's a bummer, but oh well. So we have Malekith led Cabal is most likely what's gonna come out for Ryan. I've played a little bit of that, so I might be able to find the optimal moves, but yeah, I mean, it's pretty crazy. I think this might be one of the last few games in the league that will play Malekith before his slight adjustments that just came through today, which is pretty interesting. I mean, you gotta, when you know a character is broken and you're playing you're trying to be if you're playing in a tournament that you want to do well in, or you care you care more about winning. That's a bad way to say it. More of like the weight of you winning games is pretty high relative to the anything else, then uh, you play the best stuff, regardless of what you like or what you think you play the stuff that you will do the best with. I guess is what I should probably say. And Malekith has been a piece that a lot of people could just pick up and play because he's already like over tuned. So anyway, 19 threat Malekith. He likes that a lot. You go with Red Skull typically. Oh, hold on, 15 plus a 4. I would imagine he's missing. Something's happening here. All right, I am so confused. Maybe there was an accidental. There must have been. Based on the mouse movement, he forgot to activate uh, someone. Probably like Loki. I was just gonna say that like 12. You start off with 12 with Malekith, and Red Skull is typically a great sidekick for Malekith. So then you're left with, there we go, Loki probably, maybe. You're left with 7 more threat to play with, which is great. 3 and a 4 is easy. Is an easy slot in there. So he goes with Killmonger, which is great too. When I played Malekith, I like to make sure like basically all of my characters could kill or had the capacity to kill, and that way Malekith is getting to use his own leadership as much as possible, which keeps him alive, puts him in the perfect range to like charge and hit other things. All right, so we've got Garrett. He's got his purple team here. And it's pretty cool. It's got 4 Hydra, I think. Yeah, 4 Hydra plus Bill. 5 with the grunts, I guess. Red Skull on both sides. Sacrifice, brace. Kick him, no matter cost, mission, objective. Alright, I wonder which leader he's going to choose. That'll be a decision he'll have to make. We have Midnight, Dark Reign, Victory Assured, Deception, Usurp the Throne. I have not seen Victory Assured played before. That'll be pretty cool. Killmonger's Usurp the Throne is only available, or you can only use it, gain the effect from it if you attack the character with the highest threat level. So that's a Red Skull target. They're adjusting the board. Typically, you do this before roster selection. But I guess they're just Ryan is letting Garrett make that change. All right, this is gonna be pretty. This is gonna be pretty interesting. If he goes with Strucker as his leader, any of the incinerates that his team gets could potentially transfer them off to the Cabal team, and it makes them like way tankier. Being able to transfer those. Let's see here. Let's go to his lead card. Being able to transfer the what are they called, conditions onto your opponent and then heal is just like a double whammy. Your characters are a lot tankier. When I play against Hydra, like the characters like don't die. It's and here we go. We have a potential misplay immediately. But well, hold on. There, he's rethinking it. If you put a large base model directly in the middle of the board on demons, he will be within 1 of the portal, which will mean that he will get incinerated before the activation phase. Right, the card gives you incinerate during the power phase. This happens at the very it's like the last step in the power phase is interacting with your mission cards. So basically, the game would have started with Malekith incinerated, but he moved him off, so. Disregard. All right, starting with Red Skull right in the middle here. He is it's pretty interesting. Like I would have personally waited on Red Skull to see where Killmonger deployed potentially, just because that's like the usurp target. But I mean, Killmonger would have just probably deployed near the center anyway. So I don't know if it's like, if it's anything, I don't know if it'll matter at all. Neither player brought a way to grab a hammer and be able to like move back at all. So whoever grabs a hammer on the flank will be susceptible to an attack. I like Zemo in the middle here. He can double move to either hammer. I think the top one might be out of range just because of the terrain setup, but he's like Zemo can be there, and it's like you don't think he's going to go anywhere near the flank, but then all of a sudden he's grabbing a flank hammer, and it's like, oh wow, I didn't think I didn't think Zemo was going to be able to grab that hammer. Oh, here we go. I should have updated my stream title. I don't think I did that. Let's see here. Let's close that. Versus Ryan. All right. Hopefully that like fixed it. I should probably check that. All right, perfect. It's fixed. Okay, so let's get back to the stream here. Looks like Ryan really wants that flank hammer. He's putting all his heavy attrition on that side. He's going to give Bill the flank hammer potentially. Killmonger, he does have first activation. Killmonger, he can't, unless he has an extra power, he can't threaten the midline. So right away I'm thinking like, you grab that hammer with Killmonger. It looks like the way Garrett's deploying, he's not going to punish that right hammer that in any significant way that I can see if Killmonger grabs that flank hammer. So it seems like that's like the play to make, and then he can obviously punish the right hammer pretty significantly. He is narrower than Garrett, so it means that he knows that turn 2 he's gonna be able to start the round. So he could. So yeah, I'm seeing great options for. I'm seeing great options for Garrett. That deception is like pretty scary, especially with Mystique near the middle. I think I would have put Mystique like a little closer to the center because then she can like go to both sides. But I think she's still in a good spot to do that. All right, so we've got Strucker as the leader. That's great. I'm loving the tabs. It's super helpful. Okay. All right. We got skulls both getting their shields on. Anti-collision null field for Ryan. And now Garrett's going to have to make his decision on his skull. I don't see it yet. Looks like they're figuring it out. Okay. Oh, this is Ryan's, I think, second game on TTS, so he's still learning the shortcuts and all that. But it's good to see. I like to see new players or players that I like to see players joining TTS. It's like when I joined TTS or when I found out about it and installed it and all that, it was just like an eye-opening experience. It's like a whole new world. It was amazing, especially since I live like an hour away from the closest game store. All right. Opening move with Killmonger. Just gonna figure he'll figure it out. All right. Sounds good. All right. Let's see what Garrett is going to do. There's a few different options. I mean, you can... we've got Bill, who is immune to Incinerate, so it seems like he's going to just put him on the middle here. I'm concerned for the Deception play. But we'll see. I played a game recently where I was playing against Deception, and I hadn't played against it in so long that just like I basically like walked into it, and I thankfully didn't suffer the repercussions because Malekith that I was playing against didn't roll well. So here we go. We've got the grunts going, which means we know Red Skull is activating. He's within one of the. He's making sure he's within one of the point. Oh, he's trying to. It looks like he's trying to maximize his distance from the point here. And he's just like fiddling, making sure he gets within one. It's there's a little bit of a learning curve when it comes to like placing models and doing things quickly. The problem you get when you're doing things too quickly is you just make more mistakes because you're just like trying to play the game so fast. That's like when I make a lot of my mistakes. Is I just like trying to rip through the game and then just fumble the bag. So anyway, we got the grunts going here. If he attacks into Beta Ray Bill, he does have an aggressive. He has aggressive on his card, so if he takes damage, Beta Ray Bill can move short towards the grunts. I don't know if he will do that or not, but the option is there if he does take damage. Trying to get perfect placement off the range 1. I mean, unless you're dealing with a Beta Ray Bill or you're dealing with like a range 4, like I think I wouldn't worry too much about it just because like your range 4 is probably covering the entire center of the board, right? It looks like it is. If you want to be on that portal, the grunts can shoot you. So I think that's really all you need. You don't need to be perfect, I guess, with the movement, but you never know. I guess that's why people do it, right? You just never know. We have a total miss on the grunts, and a total miss on Bill. So that nothing happens. Okay, Red Skull. The question basically to ask is he going to cut himself to gain extra power? So that's like the only question here. Grabbing the hammer means that I honestly probably wouldn't to cut myself here if this is the play you're making. Just because you do have 7 health, so you're gonna cut to 6 health, and then there is a potential. You're gonna get hit basically. I like Strucker. What is Strucker? What ranges does he have? He's got a range 3. It looks like he won't be able to get there, but Spider Woman does have a range 3. And she has a long move, so she can almost certainly get there if she wants to. Now, Garrett. See, this is interesting because Garrett put Bill in the middle here, and he didn't immediately deception that. It gives him a turn to move other models up the board, and now Bill won't be able to be pulled by the deception because he'll be within range 2 of another model. But I mean, we'll see. We'll see if that's what he does. Looks like that's what's happening here. Zemo might just looks like he's going all in here. Okay, so that's range 2 tool. To me, it tells me that he's either trying to counter deception or he's trying to give Bill an extra defense with the reroll, right? Like, and the next turn, ideally, more damage. But looks like he's pushing down the middle immediately with Baron Zemo. Malekith on the other team only has 2 power, so he can't charge. Really, what I think is probably going to happen is we're looking at a move beam, potentially. But because you don't want Malekith sitting on the point and getting incinerated. And it looks like he's not deployed in a way that will allow him to move and do Blade of Midnight. So it seems like that's what will happen eventually. Now, Deception is not available right now, so that's I guess the most common line you would see with Deception is if they as soon as they put a model outside of or in a model that is susceptible to Deception, like Bill was when he activated, you would then just immediately just Deception them. We've got a little bit of a we had to fix the. All right, so yeah, but because he opted to grab the other hammer first, then that option is not available anymore. But when I play Malekith, if I am up on VPs, like Ryan is, it looks like Ryan might be, or let's see here. He's gonna have 3 hammers and a back point. He'll be a 4. Yeah, so he'll be up on VPs. It feels good because it just gives you more room and probably more rounds to typically win in the attrition. Win through attrition. So I think that Ryan is potentially in a good place, but Hydra messes me up. So who knows? If Malekith goes on round 2 and if he doesn't daze anybody, then there's problems. Basically, it'll be a big problem for him, and I think that that could happen because of sacrifice. Sacrifice will allow Garrett to split Malekith's 2 attacks. All right. Do we have tabbing here? So maybe there's a question coming up. I wonder what they're thinking about now. Okay. Yeah, I wonder what they're thinking about, but yeah, if I was Garrett here, I'd be looking at surviving. I'd be aiming to survive this Malekith opening round 2, and then just clapping back super hard. You get, if you've taken any damage, like you can pass conditions off to Malekith and then heal at the same time. And so you're really taking the damage. You just don't want to get dazed, obviously, because then you can't heal back. You're out of commission. And then he gets the leadership trigger, and all of a sudden Red Skull is now in range 3 to slap. So it's snowballing basically. You don't want you're hoping that Malekith can't have a strong round 2. That all right. So here we go. Okay, I see what happened. Garrett opted to pass, or sorry, how did this happen? No, there's something wrong here. Am I like missing something? He went with, I just missed something. Boom, boom, 2. I mean, he didn't have to go. I guess he didn't have to go. Okay. So, no, we're still good. He just didn't know. There was a pass maybe at one point. Okay, either way, we're still good. We're still, the person with less models is activating before the person with more models, so nothing. I don't think there was a rule. There's no sort of priority mess ups or anything like that. All right. Mystique is doing what? What are we rolling on here? I think there's got to be some sort of like mistake here. I think I need to jump in. What's going on? She has range 4. Does she have range 3? I didn't see that. Let me just jump in real quick. Hey guys.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Did Mystique? What happened with that activation? Did Mystique attack?
Yes.
Is she? I think her attack is a range 3 attack.
Is it a range 3 attack? It is a range 3 attack.
Oh, it is. So I cheated.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
she
jump
attacked.
back.
Yep.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right. All right. So here we go. We're back in the game. Range 4 on Mystique. That would be pretty cool, but it's not how it is. Red Skull on demons is pretty sweet because you get to put a grunt, which isn't like, it's like half a model, right? Like you don't really care about the grunts, but they're gonna score you a VP. Like Red Skull on his own is worth 5 threat, I think. Like, I mean, it seems pretty. He hits so hard, and he can be anywhere he wants, and his grunts can score him a secure. Oh, look at this. This is pretty. I like the aggressiveness that Garrett is playing. He's just diving right in there. I think that what's gonna happen is he just gives him the space to every one of his characters can hit Malekith. Basically, is what I'm seeing happen. Mystique didn't grab a hammer. So it looks like Malekith is probably just gonna grab that hammer and then like not be on that point if he can, because then he's incinerated. Although, yeah, I mean he doesn't have to stand on the demon portal because the grunts already have it. Spider Woman hasn't gone yet. I mean, I'm guessing based on like this play pattern, he's just gonna dive Spider Woman to the back. to the back secure, so that she's like also doing the same thing, right? Like they're all in a spot to be able to like smack down Malekith, kick him while they're down. He's got, so if Malekith does take a incinerate at the end of this round, like kick him while they're down is like it's close to being very much worth it. Which, let's see, kick them while they're down. Any character can spend 2. Anyone who attacks the character that was chosen can re-roll 1 dice for each condition they have. So obviously, the Demon Portal, if he stays in the Demon Portal, that's 1 re-roll. Spider-Woman is great at dishing out conditions, and of course, the leadership pushes conditions back to the other team. So it can, it's probably one of the better affiliations for the card, just because they'll pass those conditions as they deal out damage. All right. Well, he's done 1 action. He's moved on to the portal. Given some tabs. What's going on here? He put on the wrong character. What's going on? Oh yeah, we're good. Yeah, maybe the hammer wasn't showing up on his card. So they figured it out. Yeah, we're looking at a beam. He's going to hit his own grunts, probably. Certainly. So, if you have a beam, oh, okay, he's putting the damage on the grunts already. Although I don't think it matters unless it's like a super niche situation. The damage goes onto any friendly characters after you resolve your attacks, I believe. So it's like you do all your attacks, and then any friendly characters that were in the beam take the hit. So we're rolling. Malekith rolls huge. With 6 dice on his beam, he explodes the crits, rolling 6 successes. But Garrett does roll 2 for 2. We're taking 4 already. That's pretty big. And let's see if there's anything that we'll see if there's anything that Garrett can do to stop. Oh, he's getting a move. I don't think that's allowed, so we're gonna have to jump in. What am I? Okay. All right, we're good. We're good to go. Did not have to jump in there. I was worried Malekith was gonna take a 3rd action. Who does he think he is? Time Stone Thanos a year ago? All right. Spider-Woman range 3 means if he stays there, he's going to be in range of both of Mystique and Red Skull. It's a pretty dangerous spot to be in because she does not benefit from Martial Artist, so she doesn't count blanks. We'll see. But she does get to put out a bunch of conditions, if like 1 condition per wild. So she has a great primary attack. I love the tabs. It makes things a little easier on my side. Ryan rolls 2 blocks, but we get 2 hits with Garrett, which means there's no damage, but he gets to put a condition out. Shock, that's a great condition. Any characters that get to roll like better dice than standard dice, like they get to add different dice faces to their result, or like they get to modify their attack dice with rerolls and things like that. It just means that the shock is just that much better. So Red Skull is like one of the best characters to shock because counting blanks means you're getting 6 out of 8 die faces. Anyway, looks like they're going into round 2. 4-3 for Ryan. Ryan gets to go with priority. He's gonna probably bring the pain, I would imagine. In this case, I would consider going with Red Skull, but he's going with Malekith. It looks like. Oh, maybe he's just pointing at the incineration. I'd go with Red Skull here because Malekith is fast. he can jump into danger, like with that charge. It's like a range 5 threat in terms of like moving and attacking. So you don't need him that close to Red Skull, but your Red Skull only has a range 3, and he's got basically a super juicy target here in front of Spider Woman. So that's what I'd opt to do. I'd get the Hydra grunts to attack Red Skull, who's already at 3 health. Maybe you can squeak another 1 or 2 through. I don't know if Red Skull actually re-rolled any dice, or no, he didn't need to. I think he's within 2 of Zemo, so he does get defensive re-rolls. Beta Ray Bale, immune to Incinerate. All right, there we go. Yeah, we got power phase. Looks like we're doing power on both sides. Perfect. So we have Garrett's team just all clumped up in the middle, basically. Bill Zemo in the middle of the point. Red Skull pushed past the midline. Strucker hanging back a little bit, and the grunts on the home point. Spider Woman chasing Red Skull with the hammer for the hammer, looks like. And then we've got Red Skull Mystique on the right, on Ryan's right flank. Killmonger on the other hammer, basically ignored. And then Malekith on the back demon with his Red Skull grunts also on the back demon. Killmonger is not doing anything this round other than probably getting 1 VP for the hammer. He just doesn't have the range to offer any threat. But that's where like the leadership could come in, right? Because you kill something, and then now Killmonger has 2 power, and he's short moved, so he can probably get 2 attacks in. So, yeah, it's you can I like in my mind when I see things like this, I just try to find like these chain reaction plays, right? It's like, okay, if this guy gets a kill, I can move this character, and then if and then that way that character can get a kill, and then I can move this character, and your whole team can just all of a sudden be way more effective. And he's going with Red Skull or Hydra grunts into Red Skull. All right, what's tabbing at? He's tabbing at a dead Red Skull. 3 damage. Yeah, I mean that's crazy. Leadership trigger with the grunts. Oh man, that's pretty crazy stuff. Looks like he's not using his leadership trigger, or like he's forgetting it. Let's see here. I mean, do I assume? I think the problem is that I don't know if he's selected, like, for all I can tell, he could have selected a character and then chose not to do any of those things. Although it might defy like logical reason. I don't know if I can jump in if someone just doesn't do their leadership trigger. I can't hear what they're saying, so yeah, I'm not going to. I don't feel like I can jump in there. All three of the things that you do with the leadership are all optional. And so if I could hear them, I would know that he did, like, basically I'd know for sure that he didn't select a character. And if he didn't select a character, because I mean I'd hear them and I'd know that. because you have to select a character. You have to select someone to get the leadership, but you just can not do any of the things. I don't know. It's like, I'm not sure. If another accuser would like said like, oh yeah, you should jump in there, then totally would. But this is like a question I'll have to bring back basically. He's on the terrain a little bit. Gotta have like a flat base on the ground. I mean, unless you've got like this wonky, like the actual model of the terrain is like super wonky. Like if you look close, it's like he's a little bit on the terrain. All right. Maybe I should jump in and ask. Let's see here. This might be a good time to just jump in.
Okay.
Hey Ryan, I think your model should move over a little bit just so he's off the like he's touching the ground fully instead of being like because I can see like
Oh.
he's slightly that there's like little bits of this
Yeah, it's like
thatch,
the
this thatch.
thatch.
Yeah, he's like on it. If you could move him like there we go.
That?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, awesome. Thank you, sir. Yeah, I feel like okay, sweet.
One
Thank you, sir.
one thing to I didn't see any sort of indication that you used Malekith's leadership. You do have to use his leadership when you daze a model. You don't have to use any of the benefits, but you should mark whichever character used the leadership.
Okay, thank you. I did not. I forgot about the leadership.
If you at this point, I think that it's too late
Yeah.
to do any of the benefits. So you'll need to select a character other than the Hydra troopers to have like as if they've used it kind of thing, if that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah. Go with.
All right. I think that was probably the cleanest way to handle that. But I mean, it's that's like it's hard. It's hard. You never know like when the perfect spot to jump in is. All right. So he's given the leadership to Mystique. From that, although he never he doesn't get any benefits because it's all May. It's all optional. Because and the reason like I made the call as to like he doesn't get any benefits is because he already used an action with Red Skull, so he's already passed the timing for any of the optional things to go through, but he had to do a mandatory thing. It's yeah, it's tricky. All right, so he's playing this card, which I wish I could. How could I flip this card over? I have no idea how to flip the card over. Okay, it's a beam 3, I think. Let me read this card. Victory assured. All right. Let's see here. During a disactivation, suffer up to 5. So it's like you're paying a lot of potentially a lot. But you get 11 dice beams. You can do 11 dice beams if you take 5 damage, and he did. Let's go 5. That's pretty crazy. Wow, he's like that's pretty nutty. Okay. He gets to roll 11 dice energy attack into those 3 characters. It's just so nutty. Both players are like I feel like they're playing very aggressively with their models or their attacks. All right, so we have 4 successes into 3 blocks. Wow, Garrett's dice are doing their thing. Excuse me. Oh, hold on. We got 2. We have should be 1, right? Baron Zemo. They'll figure it out. 2 wilds, 2 crits and wild. Okay. 5 into 1 block. Two blocks with the reroll. Looks like Zemo's giving the rerolls out. We have 6. So it's 4 damage in to Bill. Bill's gonna pay 3 and take 3. And then Red Skull is done. He see, he doesn't get the range 3 on Strucker, so he's really just got the double beam. I think that's what is happening here. That's pretty risky play with Red Skull to just throw him up there with like 2 health left. He's not immune to collision. He's in his energy form. Let's see. What would I do if I was Garrett? I'm not sure. It's I think you take out Red Skull if you can, because he allows Malekith to like be wherever he wants. He gets to heal. He can heal Malekith with his damage, his attacks. Looks like Zemo is going. We're spending 2 for probably Master Swordsman into so it's a 5 dice attack with Master Swordsman on it, which means he gets to do a full reroll. Plus Zemo has that innate reroll, giving him like 2 rounds of rerolls basically. So we got a crit. I'll love to see a crit on a attack that has lots of rerolls, right? It just gives you typically more dice to reroll and then turn up as successes, but of course the crit hits a skull and basically makes it not really count as a crit. Now is Sweepy going to do his full rerolls here? He doesn't need to, because Skull didn't have any health left. Drops the hammer, picks it up. If you're Zemo, you're picking this up and you're booking it out of there, right? Like you've now got 2 extracts on 1 character. He's gonna any like blood, like seeing red. It's interesting. It's like they're collecting extracts now. We'll see if that if we get more than 2 on a character, and then Spider Woman can just like spend her and make them drop everything. That's pretty fancy. We'll see. I think Zemo doesn't want to get killed by Malekith here. Okay, so he wants to kill. This is awesome. I love this. This is great. He needs to be within 2 though, so you gotta just make sure you're like eyeing it up well enough. Zemo's got a 7 dice attack. There we go. Mystique's got a martial artist, so she counts blanks, gets 5 out of 8 dice faces are successful for. They're doing this a little dirty. I would have the range 2 tool out and the long move tool, just so that you know you're ending up still touching the movement tool while you're placing your character. But anyway, I mean, he had the range. Like, there's no real concern there. We got 7 dice with a reroll into Mystique, who's got martial artist. All right, so we've got 2 successes for Ryan so far, but we've got how much on these attacks? 3 plus a reroll. Martial artist is look at that. It's very good against against a lot of attacks. That's why you want to attack Mystique like in like the, what is it called? Like the Goldilocks zone. Out of range 2, inside range 3. I think because she has stealth, right? So she can't. We got no damage through. I have to make sure that they play their cards properly. I just realized I might have missed the victory assured extra cost on victory assured, because he should have paid a power and then taken the damage. I mean, he might have done that, but I'm not sure if he did. I'll check it when the round's over, because he'll be at 0. He would just be at 0 power. And that would be that. So Spider-Woman is going, or hold on, what's going on here? I think they're attacking Spider-Woman. Oh, they're attacking, we can't explode that crit. So if it's a success, so it isn't. So that's, I mean, that's good. I didn't have to jump in there, but I guess I could mention that to them, right? Sacrifice can't add crits. Something to, it's easy to, a lot of players didn't realize that until it was made, it was a popular topic that came up a few months ago. All right, let's see what we got. Mystique. Mystique's got 2 more successes, and that's 1 more damage that we got a reroll from Zemo, and we got 2 blocks. So Garrett's probably thinking, oh, okay, that's, thank God. At least that means Mystique probably. Oh man, did she just do 4 attacks? That was a lot of dice, but she could blow up that thing beside Spider-Woman, potentially. Blow up the, with her explosion. It does cost an action, actually, so what's happening here? She spent 2 for the, her spend, maybe it's her spender she's doing. He's thinking about what to do. So I think that was only his first action. Mystique attacked Zemo, but hold on. Actually, I just realized that was a mistake. I think I just missed. Hold on. Oh, hey guys.
Yes.
Sorry. I think I missed something. The sacrifice on Mystique's
Yes.
turn. It can't happen. Because it's a reactive
Oh,
tactic card.
shoot. Yep.
Um,
Absolutely.
yeah. I think you should roll as into the original
Yep.
target, which I
Gotcha,
believe would have been
absolutely.
Zemo or something.
Yep, that would have
Okay.
been
Yeah, I think you should take that back and roll into Zemo.
absolutely.
All right,
Okay.
cool guys.
Yep, thank you.
Yep. All right. Shoot. A little slow on that one. Oh well. I think that both players are happy with the decision though, so we move on. All right. Oh, look at that. Another strong. I wonder why, if Garrett only rolled 2 dice. Oh, he's incinerated. Right. Okay. Yeah. So all right. I think that's like fine for Garrett, because Spider-Woman dying there was just like absolutely brutal. And I think Spider-Woman could get these back potentially. Depends, I guess depends on if Mystique runs away. But we'll see what decisions Ryan makes. He can't even play mission objective either or anything like that, right? Like, it's Mystique's shapeshifter ability, and now Emma has it as well. It's hard not to attack when you've got 2 hammers, right? Like, here we go. Yeah, this is exactly right. You're in the they're both in the Goldilocks zone of each other, so it's like they both don't count blanks. Mystique rolls 2. Spider-Woman takes 2, and we got a rapid fire coming in. That was a terrible roll for Garrett's defense. Like, obviously, when you roll nothing on defense, it's terrible. But it was also not a great roll for Ryan. Like, they both kind of. It's got a rapid fire here. Here it comes. What's he tapping on? Oh, leadership trigger. He missed it. Did he miss another trigger? All right. We've got 3 successes, 1 block for Garrett so far. And taken 2 on Spider-Woman. So She's like, this is not, um, I mean, like, Spider-Woman now can do the spender, is basically what I want to say here. She could, like, move, spender, pick up both hammers. So, um, we might be in a situation where Malkuth has 3 hammers if he goes after her. We're going to get a leadership trigger here, it looks like. I think it looks like Garrett is letting him do that, even though it looks like he missed a leadership option. Because he went into Zemo and then right away he was like picking up the hammers. But the picking up the hammers is past when you would do the leadership trigger. It's like there's so many things that like happen and you want to do, and you want, like, when you kill a character that drops extracts, especially when they're hammers, right? You like when they're hammers, you're just like, I want to pick those hammers up ASAP, right? I want to make my character stronger, like right away. And to you forget to use your leadership. It's interesting. Like, I guess, like, now I'm like questioning, like, is leadership optional? Like, that's just interesting. Like, you basically have to do it. I mean, it's like the way it reads to me, it's like you have to do it. Like, if you kill a character, you have to choose another ally character. But like, I guess I'd have to look more into that. All right. Spider-Woman is gonna go. Makes sense before she gets got. She's like at risk of being hit by one thing and dying. All right. She's gonna leap in. Ooh. Looks like she's gonna probably try to hit Mystique here and take her hammers. The problem, I guess, now you have is that if you do the spender, you you don't get to pick up the hammers. And now when he's doing his builder attack here, he doesn't. He has to worry about martial artist. So it would have been more optimal, probably, to attack Ryan's character outside of range 2, but ultimately it didn't even matter, so I wouldn't even feel bad about it. Like, the net dice just didn't let it work out. Spider-Woman heals the damage because she got to pass a condition off to Mystique. Mystique having shock, because she already rolls low dice, it's like terrible. But she has hammers to kind of like counteract that. It's just, okay, here we go. What's going on? She's playing no matter the cost. Okay, that makes sense. I think that's a good play. It allows him to do the spender and pick up the hammers. That's great. I think that's in the situation that he's in now, I think that seems like the right play. All right. It doesn't really matter what you roll here. I mean, I guess you'd want to kill Mystique if you can, but ultimately you want the hammers off of her. She rolls 2 blocks. We got 5 into 2, so Mystique takes 3. It looks like 4. Because we rolled 2 5. We rolled 5 into 2. I missed something. Power. Mystique should have got power for that. damage. Takes 4. We've got 1. Let's see if they move on, because I think that's wrong. 2 crits, 3 wilds. 5, and he blocks 2. Takes 3, right? Okay. I think there was a miscount on Mystique. I think she should have taken 3
Oh, yeah,
damage.
3 damage, not 4.
And
Absolutely.
and
Oh, was
she doesn't have power for that. Does she get power for that? I believe she does, right?
Yeah, she gets power for that.
Oh, is okay.
Yep, she gets power for that one. So, yep.
So
Back 1.
Okay, cool. All right, so now it's we got Malekith, Killmonger. Go with Killmonger, maybe, right? You wanna get that double attack in. Seems pretty scary. I mean, you could save Killmonger. I mean, I guess when I see this, I see like Malekith hasn't used the leadership trigger yet. You could put him. Maybe you like can position him in an even better spot than he's at now. I'd be checking like, yeah, what's going on?
He's got a question on if
Oh,
Mal
okay.
on farmhouse here.
Okay, I'll jump in.
Perfect.
Yeah. So Malekith can go on here. He won't. What's the
it won't
sorry?
be.
What's the question?
I'm sorry. Can you say that one more time, sir?
Well, so he's a Malekith is size 4. The terrain is size
Yes.
4, so you can move over this as if it's not there.
There. Okay.
And
Awesome.
yeah, he can fit on
He
there.
also has flight, so
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that also helps too. Yeah, cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I just wasn't sure because it would be like kind of leaning since it's like a pitch. So.
Oh yeah, no, I've put models on this before. They
Okay.
don't slide off. Just make sure the base is like fully on the terrain, and
That
you'll be
makes
fine. Yep.
that makes sense. Awesome. Thanks, sir.
Yep. All right. So he moved. Looks like he didn't charge. Because he didn't spend the power, so no ferocity there. I think he might be out of range 2 anyway, so that would, if he was thinking about it, that was a good call. We have Ryan doesn't have brace. I guess that's what I'd be looking at with if I was Garrett. I'd be like, all right, well, I'm gonna throw this size 4 at Malekith probably, or something like that, you know, like this is a weapon I can use. Looks like he is range 2, so he could have ferocity that. A way to check, or the way that I've checked in the past, is just putting out the range 5 tool. And if you're like touching, like if the model is touching the range 5 tool off of Malekith, it means you're within range to be ferocitied. And that range that Malekith has with the move and then the range to attack is like maybe 5 plus like half an inch, like a range 5 plus half an inch is something like that. So very far. It's kind of nutty. And he's just doing 1 attack. He's rolling, or he's about to roll. He's doing the spender, it looks like. He's spending 4. So he's rolling 11 dice. You love to see it. Love big dice pools. That's like my favorite. I get all like giddy when I get to roll like more than 9 dice, basically. Hold on. What's going on here? Okay, here we go. Yeah, 5 hits. And we got 3 blocks. Yeah, so, I mean, she's gone. He gets to place, but he doesn't get any hammers. He will have priority next turn. So I can't imagine. I mean, is the play just double move with a character and grab both the hammers? Like with Garrett? Maybe. Beta Ray Bill has enough power to throw Malekith. And grab both the hammers. Okay, so Malekith has gone. I wonder if he's going to remember his leadership. But actually, he has no leadership targets. So That's irrelevant. All right. Let's see here. Malekith is leadership triggering, I think, or going to try to, but maybe he's realizing that he can't. I don't know. I'm just it's hard to guess sometimes when they're like what people are thinking. You try to like read their hands on the board. He's putting his yeah, there you go. He can move the grunts. Yeah, he can move the grunts and heal them. That's probably the play, right? I think he's like my guess is like he's reading the card to be like, oh, can grunts use this ability? Yes, they can. Mystique's already hit it. It's cool. It's cool to try like understand how people are thinking based on like how they're using their mouse. Yeah. So let's see here. We got Strucker and Bill versus Killmonger. I mean, it's tricky because Killmonger could like kill either of them. So it's like whoever he doesn't move, then is at risk of getting dazed. If he does that, it flips. Garrett gets priority, so it's like maybe there's something could happen there. But yeah, and I guess that's why you'd like go with Bill and ideally do something like throw the building at Malekith and like walk and pick up both hammers. Potentially, let's see here. He's going with Bill. Ooh, so maybe you can't make it, right? Maybe that was a good body block. Oh, it's tight. I think you can get there. I think that if you put that tool like right, and I don't know if you can hit the full thatch roof thing there. It's like I would try to squeak right in there between the thatch. Oh, that might be a good spot actually. Yeah, there you go. Go as far as you can. Yeah, he's probably good there. That looks great to me. Exactly. Now, is he gonna throw the terrain? Gosh, like of course, like there we go. Let's go. Yeah. Now 5 successes basically, right? It's like how many dice do you have to roll to get 5 successes? That's basically 9 dice, right? Like if I had to guess on average. So it's basically like an average of a 9 dice attack into Malekith. And now Malekith has to defend that. 5 damage coming in, he has got to dodge it. There's a little bit of a bump there, but they'll work through it. All right, and then Malekith has no power either. Okay, here I'll jump in. Like Malekith shifted. Oops. I would. All right. Okay, so now Bill is so he's rolling now. There's no brace here, so it's just straight up 5 damage that Malekith has to dodge. He doesn't have power for skulls, which means that it's just a regular 4 dice block. Could be bad, could be good. And it's bad. It's the bad one. So, oh man, it's relatable. It's the bad one. So takes 5. I mean, he gets 5 power from that, but what it does, like in my mind, what this does is it sets up. It means that Killmonger, if he dazes someone, Killmonger dazes Strucker, I guess, right? And Ryan loses priority. Oh, he's going for blood here with the spender, and he gets a huge 5. He gets 5. Malekith gets 1. No, no skulls, no crits. So 5. That's 4 more damage into Malekith, and he didn't get the throw off because I think it's a hit wild crit, which would have dazed him. But look at that, from nothing to 9. Oh, hold on. Does he get the throw? No, he missed it, right? Oh, yeah, he missed it. But hopefully he's like making sure he's careful here. Yeah. Oh, okay. Whoa, okay, we're good. All right. Bill's done. That's pretty. I love how they're like swinging. They're really swinging here. Yeah, this is very interesting. I wonder if he's in range. I wonder if Malekith is in range 3 of Garrett's Red Skull, because like that's like a quick and easy kill potentially. I mean, like it's the most consistent kill he can get here. So let's see. I think Killmonger, if he loses priority here, it's really interesting. Getting priority. I mean, you go with Malekith and you just do as much damage as you can. So, I mean, there's lots of different things you can do here. All right, Killmonger charge. So he's probably going into Strucker, right? I would imagine. What's he charging at? Maybe he like is like, he's like, oh, I'm not actually charging this attack. Oh, hold on. Is there a character? Oh yeah, Bill. Bill's right there. Okay, he's going into Bill. I didn't realize he had the range on that. And so yeah, that makes sense. Bill can't reduce, so he's just rolling a regular 4 dice defense, and we've seen what happens when you do that. It can be terrible because you roll no successes. Pierce means that like this is probably gonna hurt 6 dice because it's like a mini Malekith here. 6 dice and a Pierce. We got 3 with. We got massive block with Bill. He got 4. So it looks like nothing's going through here. And I mean, when you roll nothing, it's usually like, all right, well, I'll attack again. I see that being the case. Oh, hold on. Doesn't Killmonger get to roll extra dice too because he attacks the same character twice? God, what a monster, eh? Focused on the kill. If you already may attack against turn, add 2 dice to the attack roll. Wow. So that's 8 dice. 8 dice Pierce. Yeah, he's got focus on the kill. That's right. So he's got 3 with the Pierce. Bill, oh my gosh, what a man! Wow, what an amazing all-star block there. Blocks 3, 4 after converting crits. We have 4 with a Pierce, so it looks like he's pushing 1 damage through. Yeah. So there we go. Yeah, he took the wild out. Cool. Takes 1. He gets aggressive now. So maybe the play is like aggressive your character onto the demon portal, right? That's what I would do because then you're rejecting. Yeah, look at that. For sure, smart. I think that's smart. If you get on the demon portal, that's like oh, I guess. Oh, I see here. I didn't realize where Killmonger was. I don't know if you could fit. Oh, you can definitely fit. You just go right in there. Yep, exactly. That's the way to do it. You stop a VP. He's done his actions. Killmonger should have got a power for that attack. So let's call that out at the end of the round. We have just one thing left. All right. Going to Malekith. That's I mean, it's it'd be so tempting, right? Going to Malekith, and then like next turn you potentially could kill him. If he doesn't, like, but I see the appeal of not killing him. Because then he has to go with Malekith first. Who's got the other hammer? Killmonger has the other. Okay. Did he pay for arrogance? Is he going to pay for arrogance and do an attack? Looks like he's not. We got 3. What's Malekith rolling? Nothing. Oh man, GG. I think that's Malekith. I mean, I would assume so because he's holding a hammer and you're trying to stop a VP potentially. All right, so one. Yeah. He only gets 1 power, so it must have been Malekith. He's gonna pick up that hammer. And wow, look at that. That's crazy, right? 4 points for Garrett, looks like. All right. And poison. He's gonna poison. Oh man, that's brutal. He poisons Bill. Is Bill immune? All right. Yeah. Oh, but yeah, Malekith for you guys got a daze. Perfect. Okay. All right, I'm gonna jump in. Hey guys, I have a couple of quick things.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So Killmonger did 1 damage to Bill, and I believe it was a builder attack, so we should have got 1 power for that.
Oh, thank you.
Correct.
And
Yep.
then also, there was something that happened early in the round that I think that we should fix. Easy to fix. Red Skull. He at the beginning of round 2, he gained 1 power. He started at 0. In the power phase, he gained 1 power. He moved up and he did that beam attack, which cost him 5 health and a tactic card. At the time, he was holding a hammer, which means he should have spent 1 power to play that card. So he should be down 1 power right now before you hit the power phase.
Makes sense.
Perfect.
All right, cool guys, thanks.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right, cool. We caught both those things, and we're gonna put some incinerations on our characters here, beginning of the power phase. All right. So the risk of running like less characters than your opponent is, of course, if you lose a character that is much more impactful to your efficiency than if you've got a lot of characters and you lose one, right? So, if Ryan loses, basically, like if Ryan loses Skull or Malekith before they get to activate this round, it's gonna make things much harder The scores are not being reflected clearly here. I'm trying to figure out why that's the case. Sweepy. Okay. Oh, actually, I know exactly what's happening here.
People say he's dead, but he's not.
Yeah.
Hey guys, Ryan, you're on the
He's
blue
just-
side. You're on the blue side of the board. So your score
Mhm.
tracker should be with the blue flag.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, and then
My
yeah,
apologies.
it's all good. And then if you could Garrett, if you could like pick up your token and drop it again, it should like update the scores on the overlay. Okay.
Gotcha.
All right. Thank you
Oh,
guys.
Perfect.
awesome.
No
Thank you.
problems.
Okay. All right. Look at that. We're learning. So Ryan has got to make a decision here. Who do you go with? Malekith? Like, my thinking is that Malekith could probably survive any of these attacks except Red Skull. I mean, like I'd be a believer basically. I mean, you never know, obviously, with this game that we're playing, but you just have to. Some things you just have to believe, and I would believe that Red Skull is the biggest threat to Malekith. I mean, I'd probably think about um, activating, doing something to take Garrett's Malekith off the board. Sorry, Garrett's. I'd be thinking of taking Garrett's Red Skull off the board, and that way, and without like not using, probably not using Malekith, because he can wait an activation before he needs to go. But I don't know. There's lots of viable strategy moves he can make here. Charging looks like, yeah. Look, he's thinking of doing like probably a ferocity into somebody. Doesn't really matter, and then picking up both hammers, and then maybe a spender. He's got to watch out for sacrifice, right? I guess like sacrifice will be um, a key card um, to making sure that the character that Garrett needs to stay on the table stays. We got, let's see here. Garrett's got Spider Woman and Zemo right there to sacrifice off each other. And he's got Strucker and Skull on the other side. Those two hammers are like super juicy though, right? Like you can't like get your eyes off of them. They're right there. They're 2 VPs. They're extra dice. All right. He's looking at a spender, probably, because spender is a range 3 attack. And it probably gets you within one of, like, because the spender does place your character, it does. Oh, here we go. He's going to play Dark Rain. He's playing Dark Rain. Who paid for it? Mystique, probably, or Mystique's about to pay for it. No, Malekith's paying for it. Here we go. Okay. Full rerolls into Red Skull. And this is where sacrifice is like valuable, right? Because if you divert the attack into Strucker, for example, oh, hold on. You can't divert the attack into Strucker because he has a hammer. It would cost him 2. So he's a little stuck. Strucker is a little bit stuck here. Did he do Power Phase? He did. He did. Oh yeah, right. He spent all his power to do the poison ability. I think that's how that. I think that's well. Yeah, he spent his. That's why he's down to 1, which is I thought it was a good play at the time because it meant Killmonger can't charge. But it's putting him in a position where he can't use sacrifice on Strucker. He's got Bill though. Maybe Bill can take like the hit or something if he's yeah. All right. Well, Malkuth can do anything he wants. He looks like he already paid 3 for ferocity. Okay, so we're doing a little bit of. All right, we got to figure it out. He's got to pull him back a little bit, but for, Dark Rain doesn't have to be played right away at the beginning of the turn. I think that if you're not going after that Dark Rain character, you probably just sit on the card. But it's so we'll see what happens there. All right. Probably. I mean, you go into Zemo here, right? I would imagine, because Spider-Woman getting Martial Artist and another reroll from Zemo, it seems like it's a lot tougher, basically. Here we go, yeah. That makes sense to me. Let's see if we. So when you're attacking with Malkuth and you're defending against Malkuth, you should be waiting to roll until Malkuth has decided how many skulls he's going to pay for. Because if you roll, because Malkuth is supposed to be paying for skulls when he's attacking before the defender rolls any dice at all. It means that Malkuth could overspend, basically, right? But if you roll your defense dice right away, the Malkuth player could be like, well, I only need to pay for 1 skull. I don't need to waste my power paying for 2, because I already know I'm going to get you. And it looks like, was Baron Zemo dead? What's going on here? We have a sacrifice. Oh, he threw into them? What's going on? He didn't play sacrifice. He played brace. Okay, he played brace. I'm seeing 4. Do you not pay for skulls? I don't know. I'm guessing they're doing some math wrong here. Malkuth didn't pay for any skulls. Should have pierced. Should have done 1 more, right? 2, 3, 4 into 2 with a pierce. Is pierce optional? I don't think so. I'm gonna check in this. Should Zemo have taken 1 extra because of the pierce on the attack, or is this?
We had 2 crits and 1 shield. The shield got pierced through.
Okay, I missed it. Thanks.
Yep, no
Yep.
problem.
Okay, yeah, I see. Okay, perfect. They're on top of it. So what's happening here? He's looking to beam. Oh, I see here. Yeah, he's new with the tools, so it's he's trying to figure out how the best way to do it. But looks like he's doing a beam, which would let's see here, which means he's not gonna get the hammers this time. I think that that might I don't know if he'll be punished for that, for not picking up those hammers. But okay, he's doing the beam. I'm guessing. Let's see how many dice he rolls. He rolled 5 dice, so it was the beam. We got 1 block. We have probably, what is this? A reroll from Zemo. So 1 into Spider-Woman, and she got Zemo's reroll. Blocks 2, takes nothing. Poison. She gets a poison. Which, is she immune to? I don't remember. Let's see. Yeah, she's immune to poison. So, boom, net nothing. The beam is pretty risky. I mean, it's 5 dice can can be just doesn't usually get you what you want, basically. He's not playing sacrifice at all. I'd play Sacrifice here potentially onto maybe. It's hard. It's a hard call. All right. We have only two. We're gonna pay for skulls. I think this Malekith player, Ryan, he's reading his Cloak of Shadows right now. Here we go. He's gonna pay for one skull. And he's going to, what's he going to do here? Let's see what happens. Oh, Zemo's taking another hit. I wonder how this worked. Did he play Sacrifice? How did he get 2 beams into Zemo? What's going on here? I'm so confused. I gotta look at the chat. So blue, so red. Here we go. Red rolls. Create a wild blank. Okay, so he did a crit explosion and it resulted in nothing. So it means that if it resulted in something, I would have jumped in there and be like, "Hey, you can't explode your crits." But he exploded a crit and nothing happened. I guess I'll mention it to him next time I have to jump in. And I'll mention that it didn't affect anything, but it's still. Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, yeah, my brain is like melting things together. He went into Spider-Woman first, it did nothing. He went into Zemo, it did 1. Yeah, that's not getting these characters here might be I mean that's you just when you play Malekith, it's like that's the kind of game you play, right? Like expecting uh you're expecting strong attrition every time you activate him, and when you don't get that, um it's just a little nerve-wracking basically. So let's see here. Looks like Malekith is done if Garrett's measuring with his tools. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, he's done. Garrett escaped he escaped the jaws of Malekith. He's dominating on the secures, but here we go. What's he gonna do? Spender Mystique potentially get a free medium move out of it, and you get to roll 1 extra dice. And so he's gonna. I mean, the plan is probably to Spender, move, grab the hammers, and then move again and run away. I mean, if you daze Mystique here, then like that's even better. You're basically guaranteed to lock in those 2 VPs. All right, so we got 4 successes into 2 blocks. I mean, looks like that's it. Let's see if I guess Ryan has a crit to explode, and he gets 3rd, but so does the attacker Garrett. So that's gonna put her down. That's huge. That's huge for Garrett. He needed that to just keep the scoring pressure on Ryan's attrition plan. What happened here? Okay, he's paying 2 for his 2 hammers. Yep. And then you're getting the heck away from Red Skull. Yeah, there you go. Exactly. Can anyone else catch him? That's what he's probably thinking right now. It's like, okay, Red Skull, yeah, I'm good here from Red Skull, but and I'm looking around, I'm seeing nothing. Now Ryan's lost a character, right? So he only gets to activate 3 characters this round. So now he only has 2 left. He's got to make the most of it. I mean, Killmonger's probably thinking, ah, if only I had more power to usurp, it'd be so much easier of a decision. But do you like risk it? Do you risk it and you roll get one hit on Red Skull and then you usurp him? But then the sacrifice, right? Anytime I play attrition and I see sacrifice across table, it's like, oh my gosh, I have to fight my way through this. And that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing sacrifice is like a perfect card to play against Killmonger because he wants to target a specific character on the board, and he wants to attack them twice. So the sacrifice disrupts both of those things. And on top of all of that, he Dark Rained Red Skull as well. So it's like he's going to I think he just has to can't go with Killmonger right now. He has to kill the other characters so that Killmonger can kill him. We'll see. Let's see what he did. He's rolling 4 dice. Okay. Okay, that's okay. There we go. So he is going with Red Skull. That's what I was thinking. And he's going to. He doesn't get a reroll here. This is what I messed up. Okay. No reroll. Does not affect grunts. Hopefully that they got that. Okay. All right, here we go. Yeah, they're thinking sacrifice. You gotta get that out of the way if you want Killmonger to do what needs to be done. Usurp the throne. God, this freaking game. So freaking. I love Marvel. Alright. We have 5 roll here. Because why? Why is he rolling 5? What is going on? I'm not sure who's rolling against who. Okay, okay. So, I'm seeing that that Garrett's Red Skull has taken 4 damage. He hasn't sacrificed. So we're stuck. Can Bill sacrifice the hit? Alright. So he's supercharged his attack with Red Skull. The previous attack must have been a second ground attack with a crit explosion or something. That's how you got to 5. All right. Are we sacrificing? Oh, it's unfortunate that he can't. Because he's about to get blown away. Yeah, 5 into 1. Yeah, he's gone. Yeah, that's a bummer. Man, Red Skull like he typically always dies with so much power, right? Because he doesn't have. Oh, are you out? Yeah, I think that's like. What is going on here? Yeah, he's gone. Okay. He doesn't know. Red Skull doesn't spend his power very efficiently. He gains he only spends like 2 power or 2 power turn. A lot of the times, right? Because you're cutting yourself to gain 2 power. You're spending 2 power, so that's net 0, and then you're doing it one more time for 2 more power, and you're gaining 1 power on each of those attacks. So you're netting 0 if you've cut yourself. I think, if I did the math right. So like you're spending 0 power each turn. But you obviously take you can take hits pretty easily. Like your defenses aren't crazy good. So it means that you're gonna rack up a bunch of power here from getting hit. We got a leadership trigger. Do we get 2 for killing both? The grunt. I don't know. Do the grunts count as being KO'd? Like does it count for? I don't think so, right? You didn't. Yeah, your ally. You have to daze the grunt or KO the grunt. But I don't know. How does that work? I think that the way it's played is that you get 1 leadership trigger because the grunts don't get killed by an enemy effect. They get killed by the parent not being available on the table. So 1 leadership trigger here. All right, Malekith's gonna get the leadership trigger, or they're both gonna get it. Okay. How? Okay. I guess they're. I'm not certain on this rule, so I'm gonna let them play it however they think they need to. And I'll take this one back, I guess. All right. Killmonger getting that extra power. I gotta check to see if like usurp can work like now. Oh, okay, so it costs an extra for usurp. I don't play this card. All right. This round, he adds 2 dice to his attack rolls when attacking the enemy character with the highest threat value. I mean, I think that like now that Red Skull's gone, like you can do it into Bill or Spider Woman. Like that's how my understanding of how the card works. All right. So Red Skull is not done yet. Of course, that was 1 attack. Yeah. So this is why you want to take out a Malekith's Red Skull like as soon as possible. He's like the um he's like the weak chain in the whole team, or like he's like the strongest link. I guess is what I should say, right? Like you take him out, he loses double secure scoring. He loses like Malekith basically has to carry the rest of the game on his own. And it's risky, right? When you have a dice flub like Ryan just had, like you can't expect Malekith to just like solo a whole team. All right. So we have 4 successes into 2 blocks. It looks like. Oh, sorry, count blanks. So we're looking at 5, probably counting blanks. Yeah, counting blanks. 5 into 2 takes 3. Attacked Bill, right? Pays. Oh yeah. So we. Bill couldn't reduce if he reduces to 2. Then he still dies. So he's like, well, so there's no point in paying for damage reduction. All right. Now we have Strucker, Spider Woman. Spider Woman's certainly gonna attack Red Skull. Or Malekith, I guess here. But what's Red Skull? Red Skull is in energy form, 5 dice energy. So the problem is like you're leaving Strucker right there, vulnerable to Killmonger. But then it's like, oh, here we go. Yeah. Do you give Killmonger power? He's got I think Garrett's gonna have to risk trying to get Killmonger here. and he rolls really well. Killmonger rolls pretty good too for the amount of dice he got, but 5 successes with an incinerate on him. That's pretty sweet. He gets another success because he has the ability to reroll just like Zemo has. Really big. I think. Oh man, now you just do it again, right? You do it again. You gain power for that damage. I mean, you gotta I think you just arrogance and do it again. And then you pick up that hammer. And then you still have Spider-Woman to go, meaning you're scoring all 4 hammers and 2 points for 6 to nothing. That's huge. Does he get it? Oh, he gets 2. Did he pay for arrogance? He did. Okay, okay. So it's 4. It's 3 into 1. It's enough. It's enough. He got him. I think he got him, right? That's crazy. Yeah, he gets the 2. There's a 2 power gain. 2 power down on Killmonger will happen. And and you put the poison on Malekith, right? To set up you put the poison on Malekith to set up what's it called? Kick them while they're down. And then you hit Malekith. Oh man, and then you go Spider-Woman and you activate Kick 'em. And then you hit him. Maybe you hit him with triggers and all that. What's going on? Yeah, yeah. That's cool. Cool. I like like this chain of events here. But so Spider-Woman maybe doesn't go on the point. Maybe she like goes for blood because now she's got a reroll, and she can put more conditions down. It's tricky. Like, it's like, do you play Kick 'em here? I mean, I think I would. I would go into Red Skull and just freaking. I'd play Kick 'em here. Okay, so I guess the Malekith team will score 1 right now if Red Skull doesn't die because of the grunts. So yeah, let's see if Garrett chooses violence. Yes. Man, that's cool. That's cool. This could be what's going on. Oh, he's scoring. He's counting his points right now. He's scoring 5. He's like, okay, I'm scoring 5. He's scoring 1. Spider-Woman hasn't activated. Yeah. It's like, oh, I mean, you take out Red Skull if you can. I mean, he's got 5 health left. It's so tempting. Do you play Kick 'em? You play. I don't know. You lose your chance to. Okay, he's not playing Kick 'em. Yeah, you maybe. I guess you're saving it for next turn with Malekith. Is I guess what you're thinking. Maybe with Bill. Maybe Bill can survive an activation, and then go into Mal. Let's see what we get. Oh, Red Skull just gets 1 block. We got 2 hits right now. Let's see if he can convert the crit. And he doesn't. Doesn't look like it. He does. He gets the conversion. 2 damage onto Red Skull. Look at that now. He's down to 3 health. Puts a stun on him before damage. Or no, shock. Yeah, just in case. What was going on there? Shock didn't. Token for some reason didn't convert onto his card. But anyway, now it's like, now do you play Kick 'em? He's got 2 rerolls. You need to do 3 damage. There we go. Okay, there was just a little bit of lag. Kick 'em. Haha, there it goes. I see. Now at this point, basically, it's like I would have committed to Kick 'em an attack earlier just because, look at that. He had a 50% chance to hit him another damage through. He should be at 3. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. And he's shocked, so he should have got 2 more power for that. All right, here we go. This is a big roll here. This could be like the game right here on this roll. We got 5 coming through. 5 blocks for Ryan. Let's see. He gets none. We got 3. Oh man, he got him. Why is he only rolling 1? Maybe how is this a physical attack? I'm missing how he only rolled 4. Okay. He only takes 2? Okay, there we go. He takes it all. Gains enough power. There we go. Wow. It was see, there you go. Now he's got only 3 activations to Garrett's 4 activations. And Garrett also has he's running away from Malekith, basically. Trying to. Now Garrett has 4 hammers and a demon portal. So he's gonna score 5. And Ryan is gonna score nothing. Okay, let's see. Man, I think that usurping Bill here is like what happens. But then like it's there's like so much going on because like if Bill because if you usurp Bill like and you attack him and then Bill aggressives into range of being a sacrifice play into Strucker. Then it's just a cool little thing. Like Bill's gonna get in sacrifice range, then usurp does nothing, and then he's like he only gets 5 dice into Strucker, 5 dice into Bill, basically, right? So, um, it's it's there's so much. So then that's that. So I guess like that's probably why you have to go with Malekith first. I think that's really what like that logic tells me. Um, hmm. 5. All right. Zemo, corner of the board. Probably safe. He made a smart decision not being anywhere near terrain. So it's not like Mystique can blow him up. I mean, he can still. The problem that Zemo has is that he can still die from Mystique pretty easily. So there's like that is like something to consider. I like Spider Woman has this ability. I think it has her spender that lets her drop anyone's objective tokens. So if Garrett gets last move, he can like maybe potentially use that spender on whoever's holding hammers, even if it's Malekith or something. And then like it like completely slows down how many points Ryan's getting this round, and like maybe that's all you need to do to because we're at the halfway point of the match, but we'll see. Okay, so Malekith is doing a spender attack. That's why he paid 4 power. He's doing 10 dice into Strucker. I mean, seems pretty reasonable. Oh yeah, well, here we go. And Strucker's rolling 2 dice because he normally has 3. All right, let's see what happens here. Maybe Strucker has 4. Oh, yeah, it's physical, right? So Strucker normally has 4 physical. But he's dead, and that's usually what you can expect out of Malekith Spender. So, he's just rolling his extra. Okay, here we go. So dead. He gets to place within 1 of Strucker. It sets him up for a nice Blade of Midnight into Bill with 2 hammers, which let's see if he remembers to do his leadership off of that. You heal Zemo and you move away from Mystique even more, I think, right? It's probably like what you do. Oh, sorry. Is he Zemo? No, sorry. I'm mixing up the teams here. I usually run Zemo with Malekith. I got confused. Mystique. Who do you move? probably maybe you move like Killmonger onto the other side of Strucker, right? So that Bill can't throw Malekith into Killmonger. Alright, so before he picks up these hammers is when he should be using his leadership trigger. Alright, he's picking up the hammers. I think he's using leadership. Okay, maybe, no, he's like... please, hopefully I die. Missing triggers is like... it's like a bummer, basically. Alright, let's see. Looks like he missed it. Maybe he missed his leadership. What's he doing? He's doing his Blade of Midnight. And it's a pretty significant whiff here. Bill rolls decently enough to be alive, I would imagine, through this. So yeah, Bill rolled a little early. You gotta wait till Malekith pays for his skulls before you roll if you want to make him waste his dollars, basically. But either way, Bill is alive, and that's what really matters. Probably matters to Garrett. He's done. Malekith's done. He has nothing else to do. He's Midnight. I can play Midnight. Which would really would mess with. I mean, I'd probably play it here because it just messes with Bill's ability to clap back. I mean, Bill's definitely gonna throw Malekith into Killmonger for sure, and then God Hunter Malekith, and then maybe get the double KO. I mean, it seems like he should have he could even of Deception, right? Deception Bill, because he's not within 2 of Strucker. I mean, I think there's lots of things. There's all these little things that can that I don't know if they're good ideas, but they're worth considering or trying to find. Okay, Bill rolling 7 dice or something. 5, 8 dice must be a spender into Malekith, who rolls 2 blocks. Looks like taken 2, 6 health left. Didn't get the spender. Now, so we're in a tricky spot with Bill because he can't do both the throw and he can't do the attack. I think you take a Killmonger, maybe. You throw Malekith and then you attack Killmonger. It's tricky. Yeah. I mean, I think that's... Yeah. Yeah. Just gotta live. Live with Malekith one more time. Of course. Let's see here. Yeah. Malekith's just gonna have one more go at the team. All right. Did Killmonger's rolling his dodge damage now? If he rolls nothing, he's dead. And he rolls 2 blocks so far, taking 3. He's got one more crit to roll in here. And it doesn't convert, so it takes 3 on Killmonger. Killmonger alive on 2. Alright. You gotta kill Killmonger. 10 power on Killmonger. And he's gonna get 2 VPs if he usurps you. Which he definitely will. He just will. So you have to attack Killmonger here and hope you convert. Okay. He's doing the 6 dice energy attack to make Killmonger roll 1 less die. So 6 dice energy, that makes sense. I mean, I get it. You gotta play the game here. go for a risky thing. He's got 3, so he needs. If Ryan gets 2 blocks here, he lives, and he gets 1 block. He got Killmonger. He did exactly what he needed to do, and the exact amount of damage. And it keeps him in the game for sure. Not like, I mean, there's still the risk of losing to a board wipe here because you have 3 characters that are dazed, but it definitely puts you in a spot where you could run away. You might be able to just scatter your team by having not like you're scoring 3 right now if nothing changes. To Ryan's scoring 2 right now. So you're going up what 14-7. There's no way that that Ryan can score 7 in a round. He only has 2 models, so that the max he can score is 6 in a round. So you're like basically locked in. You're locked in for the win. Just got to survive. So it's like I think that after this round, I don't know. It's like when I'm terrible at knowing when to run away. But I think that's here we go. Deception. Tricky. No. All right. Deception is going to it's going to put Spider-Woman in martial artist range potentially. Like I guess like what's the goal here? Oh, here we go. I love it. I love it. It's you're going to blow up the tree. I think you do the attack first. Like okay, so my let's see here. You do an attack first to see what happens, and then if you are able to kill her with 2 damage, you then blow up the tree. Maybe he's not thinking about blowing up the tree, but I mean the other thought is like you just pull Beta Ray Bill off of the point, but it's tricky. He's like Ryan's in a spot where he has to. I think he has to take out Spider-Woman. Because if he doesn't, he has to take out 4 characters, like with just Malekith. Pretty much, Mystique doesn't have the damage output that Red Skull, Killmonger, or Malekith does. So it's like she's kind of like she's gonna blow up the piece for 2, and that costs an action. So, but now the problem is now he needs to do 3 damage to Spider-Woman, who's in martial artist range, which is pretty tough, right? I mean, martial artist like Black Panther. Black Panther's pretty tough. Same thing. Yeah, so like that. Garrett's already ready to roll because he typically he knows he's got a strong defensive roll here. And he converts 3 blocks. That's really strong. And we have 4 with a crit to roll. Sorry, 4 with a crit to roll. And that's 5 into 3. Lives. Oh, doesn't live. Because that's 2. Well, hold on. What am I missing here? That's 5 into 3. Spider-Woman lives. Because that's 2 damage. And she just took 2 from the...
Here, and he's already.
I think Spider-Woman lives there, right? She had martial artist.
Oh shoot!
Oh shoot! Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Lives on
correct,
1, I think.
Yep, would live on 1. That is absolutely.
Oh, Ooh, look at that. Like, crazy. What a crazy game. Okay. Yeah, you gotta. uh, it's martial arts is a pretty sick ability. They've been both attacking each other in martial arts range this whole game. So it's like they're both these models are like. Oh, well, hold on. What's going on here? Oh, okay. Hold on. This is not. This is funny. I think we're missing something. Hold on. Let's see if this whatever happens here. If anything happens out of this, I think they forgot that expert sabotage was an action. So he thought he could just blow up that tree for free, and it's obviously cost. Oh, hold on. Does she block it all? I'm so like. I'm ready to jump in.
Positive.
So expert sabotage from Mystique, where you blew up the bush,
Mhm.
that's an action. So you did, and then you did an
Oh, it is?
attack. Yeah.
Okay.
So whatever attack you just did here, it wouldn't, you wouldn't have been able to do it.
Oh,
Matter. Okay, so
gotcha.
it was a double whiff.
Oh, I need to refresh the.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I was missing the. All right. It was a double whiff. So yeah, I wasn't. I was more focused on the rule than the result. Okay. A move. Now, yeah, here we go. He's dropping the. Like, this is great for Spider Woman. Oh, hold on. Did he get? Yeah, because the spender was the last action. So the stun. Oh, hold on. What is going on here? So Spider Woman gained 4 power. She should have only gained 3. So she. Hold on. Frick.
So you got. So
Yeah.
you should have
Hey,
17.
hey,
That
yes. Hey,
is-
sorry guys. One sec. It
Mhm.
doesn't matter. I don't know if it matters actually, but
Mhm.
Spider Woman shouldn't have gained 4 power from the spender because you get stunned before the damage. So you would have gained only 1 power. So you should lose 3 power at that point.
Gotcha. So lose 3, so I'd be at 2 here. So
So that
still
actually
enough.
does matter.
Yep.
Oh, is it? Oh
Because
yeah,
she
no.
was at 7, she would have been at 6 instead. So she'd spend down
Yeah,
3.
and toxic is and toxin's only 3.
Correct. Are we doing that math right? Or am I missing?
Let's just make sure.
Yeah.
Because I went from -1 power to 7, 6, 5.
I think that's right.
Let's see here. Okay, so you took 4 damage on the attack. You went from let's see here. I'm saying 3.
I believe I took 2 damage on the attack because I took 2 damage from the shrub from 0 to 2.
I see
Mhm.
now.
And then 2. So then I
Yeah.
would have been up 1 additional. So that's where I think I should
Mhm.
be at 6, go down. So I should be at 3 right now.
3.
Correct?
Yeah. Because 1 from the start. Yeah.
Ye-
Yep. That sounds right.
And
That sounds right to
then-
me.
Yep. So then we'll do spender ins for getting
Mhm.
the dropped tokens.
So I mean, I think we're. I mean, we
Yeah,
could
I
we
think
could
it'll.
roll it, but I think you're about 17 and 5, no matter
Yes.
what.
I was like,
Even if
even
you
if
kill.
I pick up the tokens, that'll be 5, 6.
Yeah.
6 on board. So good game,
Yep.
sir.
Oh, good game. Thank you so much for the game, man.
Yeah, no problem. Let me know if you ever
Well-
want to have another game. Like legit, shoot me a message on TTS. I'm always open.
Yeah, I definitely will. I learned a lot on, especially just
Yeah.
like the
It's so long
tactics
since
and.
I played against Mystique. Thank you, by the way, Lucas. 100%.
Yes,
Thank
definitely. He helped out a ton.
you. Yeah.
Yeah,
I definitely
Ryan.
see. Yes, sir.
So I was just gonna ask like how you felt about the game or what you think about it.
Oh, I think I misplayed quite a bit, but a few things where I'm like, well, I should have done. But yeah, actually, overall, I thought the game was fantastic. And so the experience was great. The experience was great. And
Yeah,
so,
you missed a couple of leadership triggers that would have like kind of helped you
Yeah.
snowball, I think, and
I
that's
mean,
it just comes with practice. Like I've
Yeah.
missed so many when I've played Malekith.
yeah, and
Yeah.
this is technically, like I said, second and a half time. And then there was a one thing where I'm like, man, I should have placed Malekith the other way to pick up the hammers and
Yeah,
then beam.
yeah,
And
yeah,
I was like, you got to be kidding me. Like,
yeah. There's like little small positioning things,
Yeah.
and then
Mhm.
and it will lead to different outcomes. It's just like
Mhm.
these little things that You just
Could
miss. You
swing.
just realize you miss, and when after you've already placed your model and you've done an action, it's like, oh crap,
Mhm.
that could have went so much better.
Yes, yes, sir. So, but
All right,
awesome. Well,
Garrett, what
thank
did
you
you think
both.
about the match?
Oh, I love me some Hydra. I had some positioning issues early on. I think I could have probably played turn 0 slightly better, but it was just a fun match. I love throwing dice. I got to connect with someone who's a Blood Bowl player at heart as well,
Yes,
which is
sir.
where I got my start in tabletop gaming. So that was honestly probably my favorite part, is just kind of getting to chat throughout the game, talk about Blood Bowl, talk about MCP, and throw dice, and just have an old-fashioned game. It was fun.
Yeah, I saw that you were like diving your models down the middle. I was like, when I saw you doing that, I was like, this is gonna be awesome. Lots of dice coming up.
Oh
It
yes.
was just a slog. It was fun. So that's
Very, very fun game. Yep, I'm logging it on Longshanks for us right now. But yeah, I love playing Hydra. Go as deep as you can. That is how I prefer to play them.
All right,
And
well,
I
thanks.
don't disagree. Well, Fab, thank you so much,
yep.
Dan,
Thank you for
Lucas, and
streaming it. Thanks
Yeah,
for helping with rules interactions and everything.
yeah, thanks for letting me stream, guys. I'm gonna sign off now. So I'll
Awesome.
catch you
sounds
guys
great.
later.
Yep. Have a good
Catch
one.
it. Thank you, sir.